next we're going to look at the information management policy settings, which is right here. Something that was there in the list as well. So from the document. So look at the content types available. We'll come to content types in a little detail. So what is information management policy? So what SharePoint has is that anything you put inside SharePoint is considered to be some information. So how do you want to manage that information? Right? So do you want to have some retention policies? Let's look at that. So administrative description is what do you call, delete the document once it is 3 years old. For example, that's your policy. In your company ISO policy, you're saying that anything more than 3 years, throw it out. So I'm going to say enable retention, add a retention stage, click on this. This stage is based off a date property, so created plus 3 years. I'm going to permanently delete it. Excellent.
There's any other option we seen before deleting it?
We can do that. That we need to start a workflow and then call a workflow. Alright. So we've got the created plus 3 years. So something which is very, very useful. Look at this. So you can say created, modified, declared. So as soon as the document becomes 3 years old, you can do all these things.
Start a workflow.
Yeah, so it's not a workflow. We have to create a workflow. We'll do that now. Right, then we can move to recycle bin. We can permanently delete. We can send to another location. For example, you can have an archive location and then send it over there. Skip to next stage. So, I don't want to do anything, but just move to the next stage. Declare as record. When you declare a document as a record, nobody can modify it. Delete previous drafts, again, or something which is very useful. So if once the 3 years becomes old, no use in having 5 versions, 10 versions. Just have the final version. Khalas, I'm happy with it. Delete all previous versions. Right? So all of these are very, very useful options to specify.
What's the difference between draft and
previous drafts mean 3.9, 3.8. It'll delete all that. Right? So this is the thing that you can do with the information management policy. Do you think it's useful? So I'm going to say created plus 3 years, permanently delete. Look at it. You will know it only after it's deleted and after the user is saying I can't find it. But 3 years is more than enough for that person to find it. Enable auditing. Again, auditing is a very, very important requirement. So whatever you can audit, look at this. When somebody opens, you can audit it. Which means if somebody is asking a report, tell me how many times this document was opened and viewed, I can do it. Right? If somebody edits, I can have a record. Check out, check in, I can have a record. Move or copy, I have a record. Delete, I have a record. So the enable auditing allows you to track every single activity that a user is doing with your document.
Check out, you do it to
edit it. Check in is after you edit it.
And we can check out,
nobody else can edit it. They can only read it. Okay. So barcodes. So we can have barcodes actually. So, which means users can enter the barcode. This is useful when cases where you have a barcode reader and it's reading the information about the document. Labels is like, you can generate a label. So you can have a label which is generated. So automatically the label will be applied on the document.
So it's independent name or
something like that, yeah. So all of these are very useful. These are some of the information management policies.